Good morning, students. In today's lecture, we will discuss about the vapor compression refrigeration cycle on different coordinates. In the previous lecture, we have discussed about the various equipments and processes in the simple vapor compression. Now, in the coming lecture, we will discuss about the simple vapor compression cycle on the different charts. As you can see on the screen, we have used 4 charts to express this simple vapor compression cycle. The first one is the very important one, that is TS chart. So in TS diagram or TS chart, we have indicated 1 to 2 process as isentropic compression process. So here is a vertical line, this one 1 to 2, because entropy is constant during this isentropic compression. And from 2 to 3 process, which takes place in a condenser at constant pressure and temperature. So it is indicated by a horizontal line starting from point state point 2 and ends at point 3. This one. Okay. Now we have reached the state 3. Now from 3 onwards, 3 to 4 is throttling expansion. This is basically a irreversible process. That is why it is shown by a dotted line, or you can say broken line. And 4 to 1 is evaporation at constant pressure. So this is again a horizontal line starting from point 4 and ends at point 1. So in this way, all the 4 processes 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 and 4 to 1 are completed, and now our refrigerant reaches the starting point, which is 1. So in this way, all the 4 processes constitutes a closed cycle, and our refrigerant follows these all 4 processes in a systematic order. Now if we represent this vapor compression cycle on a pH chart, this one, so 1 to 2 is isentropic compression, 2 to 3 condensation at constant pressure, 3 to 4 this is a vertical line. Please remember it, 3 to 4 is a throttling expansion process. So during this throttling expansion process, enthalpy, that is total heat, that is small h, is constant. So this is a vertical line in a pH chart. So 3 to 4, this one, okay. And 4 to 1 is again a vaporization process at constant pressure, which takes place in a evaporator. So this is a horizontal line. Now 2 more charts are there below these, PV diagram and HS diagram. Okay. So but from refrigeration point of view, we are commonly using these 2 charts, TS diagram and pH diagram, for solving the numerical problems. Now we will take 3 simple cases to further explain this simple vapor compression cycle on TS and pH diagrams. The first case is when our refrigerant vapors is dry and saturated at the end of compression. that is this point number 2, state point 2, means that this point 2 is at the saturated curve. Okay, so मीन्स हमारा जो आइसेंट्रोपिक कंप्रेशन है 1 to 2 प्रोसेस, पॉइंट नंबर 2 विल लाई ऑन दिस सैचुरेटेड कर्व. ओके, सो we will calculate the COP in this case. Now first we will discuss how the COP is calculated. So 1 to 2 process, we know that it is isentropic compression process. So in TS diagram it is denoted by a vertical line starting from point 1 and ending at point 2. And it is important to note here that the point 2 is on the saturated line. This is the case we are discussing. So 2 to 3 is our condensation process, which is at constant temperature and constant pressure, and which is done in the condenser. And now we have reached the point 3. From 3 to 4 is our throttling expansion. Okay, so this is the irreversible process, so that is why it is shown by a dotted line. Now we have reached the point number 4. So from 4 to 1, our refrigerant will pass on to the evaporator, and vaporization at constant temperature and constant pressure will take place. So we will, in this way we will reach the point number 1. Now our refrigerant has completed, we will say that it has completed one complete refrigeration cycle starting from point 1 and following the points 2, 3, 4 and 1. So in this way one refrigeration cycle completed, and this is a closed cycle, and the refrigerant continuously follow this process to do the required refrigerating effect. Okay, so next we will discuss that how we are calculating the COP. COP means coefficient of performance of this refrigerating cycle. Now COP, we know that COP is, formula क्या है हमारा COP का, that is net refrigerating effect divided by work done. So first we will calculate the net refrigerating effect, कि कितना कूलिंग इफेक्ट हमारा प्रोड्यूस हुआ है. तो ये हमारा रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट है. कौन से प्रोसेस में प्रोड्यूस हो रहा है हमारा रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट? 4-1 प्रोसेस में, इन द इवेपोरेटर, दिस वन. ओके, स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 4 एंड एंडिंग एट पॉइंट 1. सो TS डायग्राम में 4-1 के नीचे जितना एरिया है, ओके, दिस इज नोन एज द हीट एक्सट्रैक्टेड बाय द रेफ्रिजरेंट in the evaporator during the process 4-1. This is called net refrigerating effect. Okay, so area 41654, this one, this is the refrigerating effect. This is indicated by Q. Okay, shaded one. Now how the work done? Work done हमारा किस में हो रहा है? Compressor में. We are supplying some you can say some sort of energy, okay, in the compressor. It means we are externally doing some work in the compressor. Okay, so इसका एरिया कैलकुलेट करने के लिए W is equal to work done in the compressor is equal to area 1, 2, 3, 4-4. This one 1, 2, 3, 4-4. This indicates the work done by the compressor. Okay. Now COP हम कैलकुलेट करेंगे. COP का फार्मूला हमारे पास ये है, रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट बटे वर्क डन. ओके, सो रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट हमारा क्या था, क्यू, दैट इज एरिया 41654 इन द टीएस डायग्राम, और वर्क डन हमारा इक्वल था एरिया 1234-4-1, ओके। सो इस तरह से कैलकुलेट करेंगे हम। बाकी हम इसको एंथैल्पी की फॉर्म में कैलकुलेट करते हैं, तो हम दूसरे चार्ट पे आ जाते हैं। तो एरिया 41654 को हम लिखते हैं, दैट इज़ द रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट, दैट इज़ क्यू, दिस इज इक्वल टू H1 माइनस, हाँ जी, H1 माइनस H4, ओके। एंड वर्क डन को हम लिखते हैं H2 माइनस H1। तो इन दिस वे वी कैन कैलकुलेट द COP in terms of total heat, or you can say enthalpy. We can also see this from the second diagram, this how we are calculating the COP in terms of enthalpy. So COP is Q by W, okay. Q is our कौन से प्रोसेस में प्रोड्यूस हो रहा था रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट, H1 माइनस H4, ये वाला, ओके, ये। एंड वर्क डन इज अवर H2 माइनस H1, दिस वन, ओके। सो इन दिस वे we can calculate the COP in first case, and this is the standard formula and is applicable for all the cases, okay. Now we take the second case, that is when the vapor is wet at the end of compression, that is this point 2 lies below this saturation line curve, okay. Note on this saturation curve as we have discussed in the first case, okay. So again we will calculate the COP. So work done by the compressor is 1 2 3 4-1, okay, this one, this is the work done. And refrigerating effect is area 4156, okay. So COP is calculated by net refrigerating effect by work done, and we will put the values in the terms of enthalpy from this diagram, okay. So we will calculate COP as net refrigerating effect is 1 H1 minus H3, okay, or work done is H2 minus H1. So in this way we can calculate the COP. So this is the formula for COP. COP is equal to H1 minus H3 by H2 minus H1, okay. Now we will take the third case when the vapor is superheated after compression, that is this point number 2 is in the superheated zone, okay, that is above the saturation line. So our work done in the compressor is, in this case is 1 2 1 2 2-3 4-1, okay. And Q, that is refrigerating effect, is area under the curve 4165-4. So we will calculate the COP in terms of enthalpy. COP is H1 minus H3 by H2 minus H1, okay. Now in one more equation is used, this H2, how we calculate this H2, okay. So H2 is H2 dash, वहाँ तक एंथैल्पी आ गई हमारी, प्लस CP, that is specific heat at constant pressure, in bracket में TS minus T3. TS is what? टेम्परेचर ऑफ सुपर हीटेड वेपर, कितना सुपर हीट किया है हमने रेफ्रिजरेंट को, कितने टेम्परेचर तक, माइनस T3, दैट इज इक्वल टू T2 डैश, ओके, दिस वन. So T3 dash T3 इज इक्वल टू T2 डैश, कितना डिग्री ऑफ सुपर हीट कितना है, उसको हम डिफरेंस को स्पेसिफिक हीट एट कांस्टेंट प्रेशर से मल्टीप्लाई करके वी कैन कैलकुलेट द एंथैल्पी एट पॉइंट 2. So our point 2 was in the superheated zone. Okay. Now, in solving the numerical problems, we take this point 1 on the superheated line. You can say saturated line. Okay, on this TS diagram. दिस इज द सिंपल सैचुरेटेड वेपर कंप्रेशन साइकिल, इसको हम स्टैंडर्ड साइकिल भी बोलते हैं, जिसमें हमारा पॉइंट वन पॉइंट कौन सा था, कंप्रेशन में कंप्रेसर में जब हमारा रेफ्रिजरेंट एंटर कर रहा है, दैट स्टेट पॉइंट्स ऑफ रेफ्रिजरेंट एट पॉइंट 1 इज कॉल्ड द एंट्री पॉइंट ऑफ द कंप्रेसर. ओके, इस पॉइंट पर रेफ्रिजरेंट की क्या स्टेट है कि वो ड्राई होना चाहिए. ओके, और ड्राई होना चाहिए जब हमारा कंप्रेसर में एंटर करें. ओके, और ये पॉइंट 1 हमारा सैचुरेटेड स्टेट में हो. ओके, सो हमारा जो होल, इसका फ़र्क क्या होगा, 1-2 प्रोसेस जो होगा हमारा, ओके, सुपर हीटेड रीजन में होगा. 1 to 2 प्रोसेस हमारा, कंप्लीट प्रोसेस हमारा सुपर हीटेड जोन में होगा TS डायग्राम में. तो देखिए प्रोसेस 1-2 हमारा सुपर हीटेड जोन में है, इसको हमने क्या बोला था, एडियाबैटिक कंप्रेशन. ओके, नाउ प्रोसेस 2 to 3, बीच में इसका पहले 2 से 2 डैश पे आएगा, 2 डैश से फिर 3 पे जाएगा. ओके, तो कंप्लीट प्रोसेस हमारा 2 से 3 हमारा कौन सा था, रिवर्सिबल हीट रिजेक्शन एट कांस्टेंट प्रेशर, दैट इज कंडेंसेशन प्रोसेस. ओके, नाउ 3 to 4 प्रोसेस इज अवर irreversible थ्रोटलिंग एक्सपेंशन. ओके, नाउ प्रोसेस 4 to 1 हमारा क्या था, रिवर्सिबल एडिशन of heat at constant pressure which is done in the evaporator. So we can calculate the COP as Q by W, that is refrigerating effect by work done. So we calculate by the area under the curve in the TS diagram. So work done is हाँ जी 1 2 2 dash 3 4 dash 1, इस कर्व के अंदर जितना एरिया आएगा, दिस विल रिप्रेजेंट्स द वर्क डन इन द कंप्रेसर. ओके, नाउ नेट रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट इज 1 4 1 6 5 4, दिस वन. ओके, सो दिस विल इंडिकेट अवर नेट रेफ्रिजरेटिंग इफेक्ट जो हम प्रोड्यूस करना चाहते हैं. नाउ वी कैलकुलेट द COP as Q by W. Okay, so Q is area 41654 and W is area 1 2 2 dash 3 4 dash 1. Okay, now we'll indicate it in the terms of enthalpy. So Q is H1 minus H4 and work done is H2 minus H1, because H4 and H3 are equal. Okay, दोनों की एंथैल्पी सेम है क्योंकि ये हमारा 3-4 प्रोसेस कांस्टेंट एंथैल्पी प्रोसेस है. ओके, थ्रोटलिंग एक्सपेंशन प्रोसेस हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया था. तो विल इंडिकेट दी COP एज H1 माइनस H3 बाई H2 माइनस H1, 13/21. ओके, सो H2 हमारा पॉइंट जो है, क्योंकि सुपर हीटेड जोन में है, तो H2 इज एंथैल्पी एट H2 डैश. सो H2 इज इक्वल टू H2 डैश प्लस CP इंटू TS minus T3. Okay, degree of superheat. So in this way we are calculating this COP of simple saturated vapor compression cycle or standard cycle. So in this lecture we have discussed about 3 cases when our point 2 is on the saturated line, below the saturated line, above in the superheated zone, and when our point number 1 is on the saturated line. Okay. Thank you. Meet you in the next lecture.